Welcome to this channel. You are learning chapter number 6, Combustion and Flame. Today's topic that you are going to learn in this video that are experiment to show that air is essential for burning, and second important topic that you are going to learn, that is ignition temperature. To understand that air is essential for burning, that is for combustion, let's perform one activity. The activity 6.2 that is given in your textbook. What are the requirements for that activity? That is lighted candle is required, glass chimney is required, wooden blocks that is required, and one glass plate is required. Okay. A lighted candle on a table. Put a glass chimney over a candle and rest it on a few wooden blocks in such a way that air can enter the chimney from below. Observe what happened to the flame. Now remove the blocks and let chimney rest on the table. Again observe the flame. What happens to the flame? Finally, put a glass plate over the chimney. Watch the flame again. What happens in these three different cases? Does the flame flicker off? Flicker off मतलब बुझ जाना. Does it flicker and give smoke? धुआं निकालता है flame. Does it burn unaffected? मतलब कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. ये तीनों केस में flame एक जैसी ही जलती है. Right? Can you infer anything all about the role played by air in the process of burning? So have you noticed the importance of air in the burning process? Right. So our observation is like that when air can enter the chimney from below, right, in that case candle burns freely. But in second case, when air does not enter the chimney from below, right, we have taken out the wooden blocks. At that time what happens? The flame flickers, right, bujna, and produces smoke. That happens in second case. Now what happens in the final and third case when you cover the chimney with glass plate? At that time what happens? The flame finally goes off because the air is not available. Okay, so this is the experiment. So to better understand this experiment, see this particular video. Okay.
Do you think oxygen is essential for combustion? Let's perform an activity and test it out. Fix 3 burning candles on a table and cover them with glasses whose bases have been removed. Now, put the glass over the first candle in such a manner that it rests on 2 wooden blocks, as you can see on the screen. Place the glass over the second candle in such a manner that it simply rests on the table. And place a glass plate over the third candle. There you go. Now what do you observe? You will observe that the candle burns freely in the first case. What happens in the second case? The flame flickers and produces more smoke before going off. And what about the third case? In the third case, the flame goes off as soon as it is covered with the glass plate. So, we can say that the presence of air or oxygen is an essential requirement for combustion to take place.
Basically, what you learn from this activity, that air is necessary for combustion reaction. Anything burns, for that air or oxygen that is required first. If oxygen is there, air is there, then and then substance is going to burn. That sun produces its own heat and light. Okay, so that is some kind of combustion there. Yes, in the sun, heat and light are produced by nuclear reactions, and about nuclear reactions you will learn in higher classes. To understand the importance of air in combustion reaction, let's discuss one more activity, that is activity 6.3 given in your textbook. What are the requirements for this activity? You should require piece of burning charcoal, or you can take burning wood. Second thing that is required, iron plate, or you can say tawa. Third thing that is required, transparent or plastic glass jar. Okay, plastic or any glass jar, transparent material is required. Okay, now how to perform this activity? You need to take pieces of burning charcoal on any iron plate or any tawa. Now you need to cover that burning charcoal with transparent glass jar. Now what happens, charcoal will stop burning. Reason is supply of oxygen is cut off, that is supply of air is cut off, right? जब तक एयर सप्लाई हो रही थी तब तक चारकोल जो है वो जल रहे थे, बट as soon as the supply is cut off, what you will observe, charcoal stops burning. Okay, and that is the importance of air for combustion reaction. No air, no combustion. और हम ये कह सकते हैं कि अगर एयर नहीं है तो कोई भी चीज़ जलेगी नहीं. जलने के लिए कंटिन्यूअस सप्लाई ऑफ एयर का होना बहुत ही ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. नो एयर, नो combustion. Based on that, in our day-to-day life also, at some places we don't want combustion reaction. We want to stop combustion reaction, right? So one of the example is given, that is blanket wrapped around a person whose clothes caught fire. Now you might have seen or heard that when clothes of a person catches fire, right, a person is covered with blanket to extinguish the fire. Can you guess the reason why the person's body is covered with blanket? Now if you understand the importance of air in combustion reaction, you can able to give this answer. Answer is very, very simple. When the person's body is covered with blanket, right, at that time we are cutting off the supply of oxygen or supply of air to that person's body, right? Means the person's body is burning, right? Clothes were caught fire. So to stop that fire, we need to cut off the supply of oxygen, right? So we need to cover the person's body with blanket, and by doing this, right, we can able to stop the fire. Okay, learn another important topic, that is ignition temperature, right? This is a new word for you, but it is very, very important, as well as it is very easy topic to understand. But before learning about ignition temperature, few questions are there, right? Let's discuss that questions. Does a matchstick burns by itself? How does it burn? Matchstick burns itself? No, it will not burn itself, right? Then how does it burns? Actually, you need to rub that matchstick head, right, against the sides of matchbox. So when you rub, friction is produced, and with friction heat is produced, and by gaining that heat, right, that matchstick head catches fire and it starts burning. Okay, this is the whole process. Now second question, does piece of paper burns when a burning matchstick is brought near it? राइट, तो जलती हुई मैचस्टिक के नज़दीक अगर आप पेपर लेके जाओगे तो वो पेपर जलेगा. यस, ऑफ कोर्स वो पेपर जलेगा. कैन यू बर्न अ पीस ऑफ वुड बाय ब्रिंगिंग अ लाइटेड मैचस्टिक नियर इट? सो सेम वे पीस ऑफ वुड वो जलेगा अगर लाइटेड मैचस्टिक आप वुड के पास लेके जाओगे तो वो वुड जलने लगेगा. तो आंसर इज नो, इट विल टेक टाइम. जल्दी नहीं जलेगा, पेपर जल्दी जल जाएगा, लेकिन पीस ऑफ वुड, राइट, वो मैचस्टिक से नहीं जल पाएगा. ओके, why do you have to use paper or kerosene oil to start fire in wood or coal? राइट हर बार हमने ये फील किया, अगर हमें कोई लकड़ी की चीज़ जलानी है या कोल को जलाना है, राइट, वी आर यूजिंग केरोसिन ऑयल और पेपर डाल देते, पेपर के टुकड़े डाल देते, क्योंकि पेपर जल्दी जलेगा या फिर केरोसिन ऑयल जल्दी जलेगा, और उसकी वजह से क्या है कि वुड जो है वो भी हम इजीली जला सकते हैं. अदरवाइज इट टेक्स टाइम, right? With the using simple matchstick we cannot able to ignite, or we cannot able to burn wood or coal. We need to take help of paper or kerosene, right? So have you heard about forest fire? Forest fire means what? So during summer season, what we can say that during extreme heat of summer, at some places dry grass catches fire and form the grass, and it spread to the trees, and very soon the whole forest is on fire. It is very difficult to control such fires, and that leads to forest fires. Okay, what you have learned from these questions, that is, different substances catch fire at different temperature. The definition of ignition temperature is very simple, and it says that the lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire is called its ignition temperature. मतलब कोई भी combustible substance हो, उसका जो सबसे कम टेम्परेचर है, वो टेम्परेचर पे जो सब्सटेंस जलने लगे, राइट, देन दैट टेम्परेचर इज कॉल्ड इट्स इग्निशन टेम्परेचर. To better understand about ignition temperature, let's discuss few more question answers. Can you tell now why a matchstick does not catch fire on its own at room temperature? Matchstick जो है, राइट, वो अपने आप से रूम टेम्परेचर पे क्यों नहीं जलती? राइट, मैजिक थोड़ी ना है, मैचस्टिक अपने आप थोड़ी ना चलेगी. द रीज़न इज रूम टेम्परेचर जो है ना, सम वॉट 35-37 डिग्री सेल्सियस होता है. समर में वो कभी कभी 40 डिग्री होता है, फिर 45 डिग्री तक होता है, राइट. बट दैट इज़ नॉट द इग्निशन टेम्परेचर ऑफ दैट मैचस्टिक. मैचस्टिक का इग्निशन टेम्परेचर उससे ज़्यादा होगा. तो जब तक मैचस्टिक अपने इग्निशन टेम्परेचर तक नहीं पहुंचेगा, वो अपने आप से नहीं जल सकता, राइट. Any substance, any combustible substance burns when it reaches to its ignition temperature, that is its lowest temperature of burning, right. Then and then it can starts burning. Is the matchstick starts burning on rubbing it on the side of the matchbox, राइट. अब साइड में, अगर मैच बॉक्स के साइड में अगर हम मैच स्टिक को जलाते हैं तो मैच स्टिक तुरंत जल जाती है. तो व्हाट इज़ द रीज़न? when you rub against the side of the matchbox, at that time due to frictional force, right, heat is also produced, and due to that heat that matchstick head reaches to its ignition temperature. पहले उसका ignition temperature नहीं था रूम टेम्परेचर में, राइट, तो वो नहीं जला. लेकिन जैसे आपने रब किया तो फ्रिक्शन की वजह से हीट बढ़ेगी, और जैसे ही हीट बढ़ेगी, राइट, मैचस्टिक हेड जो है वो अपने इग्निशन टेम्परेचर तक पहुंच जाएगा, और जैसे ही वो अपने इग्निशन टेम्परेचर तक पहुंच गया वैसे ही वो जलने लगेगा. द कंक्लूजन इज दैट combustible substance cannot catch fire or burn as long as its temperature is lower than its ignition temperature, right. तो अगर कोई भी कंबस्टिबल का सब्सटेंस का अगर टेम्परेचर जो है वो उसके इग्निशन टेम्परेचर से कम है, तो तब तक वो पर्टिकुलर कंबस्टिबल सब्सटेंस जो है वो जलेगा नहीं. भले वो कंबस्टिबल है लेकिन जलेगा नहीं. कब जलेगा? when that combustible substance reaches to its ignition temperature. Have you ever seen cooking oil catching fire when frying pan is kept for long on a burning stove? Yes, you might have seen in the kitchen that for long time if you keep that frying pan right on burning stove, that cooking oil can catch fire. If kerosene oil is heated a little, it will catch fire, right. कैरोसिन को जलाने में ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगता. जैसे ही मैचस्टिक जलती हुई मैचस्टिक आप उसके नज़दीक लेके जाओगे वो तुरंत जल जाता है, राइट. बट इफ़ वुड इज़ हीटेड लिटिल it would still not catch fire. Wood will not catch fire, right? But kerosene oil will immediately catches the fire. It means ignition temperature of kerosene oil is lower than that of wood. Yes, that is the thing. Actually, ignition temperature of kerosene oil is very, very low than that of wood, right? Therefore, it easily reaches to its ignition temperature and starts burning. And wood's ignition temperature, that is more, right? Does it mean that we need to take special care storing kerosene oil? Yes, of course we need to take special care to store kerosene oil, because we can say that kerosene is an inflammable liquid or fuel that easily catches fire. And why it easily catches fire, you know, because its ignition temperature is very low and it can easily reaches to its ignition temperature. And once kerosene reaches to its ignition temperature, immediately it catches fire. So we need to take special care while storing kerosene. Understand the importance of ignition temperature. Let's discuss activity 6.4, that is heating water in a paper cup. What you have to do in this activity, that is make 2 paper cups by folding a sheet of paper. Pour about 50 ml of water in one of the cup. Heat both the cups separately with a candle. And now note down your observation. Video carefully, right? And afterwards note your observation. Upon this activity, let's discuss few question answers. What happens to the empty paper cup? It catches fire. Okay. What happens to the paper cup with water? What happens to that paper cup? That will not catch fire. Does water in this cup becomes hot? Yes. Water in the cup becomes hot. You may think that why one paper cup catches fire easily and starts burning, and another paper cup, right, that is in contact with flame, but still that paper cup is not catching fire. What is the reason? The reason is the heat supplied to the paper cup is transferred to the water by conduction, right? तो जो हीट आप पेपर कप को सप्लाई कर रहे हो ना, तो पेपर कप जो है वो सारी हीट वाटर को सप्लाई कर देता है, राइट. और उस वजह से क्या है कि पेपर कप अपने इग्निशन टेम्परेचर तक पहुंच ही नहीं पाता, और जब तक वो अपने इग्निशन टेम्परेचर तक नहीं पहुंच पाएगा पेपर कप कभी जलेगा ही नहीं, हालांकि उसका इग्निशन टेम्परेचर बहुत कम है, राइट. जैसे आपने फर्स्ट केस में देखा, अगर एम्प्टी पेपर कप रखते हैं फ्लेम के ऊपर तो वो तुरंत जलने लगता है. तो जो चीज़ तुरंत जलने लगती है ना, that is nothing but their ignition temperature is very low. But what happens in the second case? When water is filled in it, at that time due to conduction, right, the heat is transferred to the water, right, and water starts boiling. So in the presence of water, the ignition temperature of paper is not reached, hence it does not burn. Last topic that you have to learn is about inflammable substances. इनफ्लेमेबल का ये मतलब नहीं है जो चीज़ें जलती नहीं है वो इनफ्लेमेबल नहीं है. इनफ्लेमेबल का उल्टा ही मीनिंग होता है. वो क्या है? द सब्सटेंस विच हैव वेरी लो इग्निशन टेम्परेचर एंड कैन ईजीली कैच फायर विथ फ्लेम आर कॉल्ड इनफ्लेमेबल सब्सटेंसेस। इनफ्लेमेबल का मतलब होता है जो सब्सटेंसेस का इग्निशन टेम्परेचर बहुत ही ज़्यादा कम है और बहुत जल्दी वो जलने लगता है, राइट। तो दैट आर इनफ्लेमेबल सब्सटेंसेस लाइक पेट्रोल, अल्कोहल, एलपीजी दैट इज़ लिक्विफाइड पेट्रोलियम गैस, ये सारे क्या है, फटाक से जो है आग को पकड़ लेते हैं और जितना जल्दी वो आग को पकड़ेंगे उतना ही उनका इग्निशन टेम्परेचर कम होगा। और इग्निशन टेम्परेचर कम मतलब वो उतना जल्दी जलेंगे और उतने ही वो रिस्की होंगे। उन्हें बहुत ही सावधानी से जो है स्टोर करके रखना चाहिए, नहीं तो कभी भी वो ये फ्यूल जो है वो ब्लास्ट कर सकता है। दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे। थैंक यू।